Well, Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope it has found you in a nice frame of mind. You're ready for the new year and all of the craziness that it may bring. Today we're going to be doing kind of a full body flow. Nothing too difficult probably, but we might get into some stuff. So let's start off in a child's pose. So knees far apart. Ankles are together, our toes are together, and then just moving forward on your mat, forehead to your mat, arms out nice and straight, and then just take a few breaths here to kind of settle in and come onto your mat, letting all of those other things that might be distracting you fall away into just the abyss. We're here for breath, we're here for movement, we're here for ourselves, and let's just focus on that for right now. Bringing mindfulness to your breath, trying to create a nice, gentle rhythm as we arrive on our mats. With every inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your chest, feeling that expansion in the belly as it drops, feeling the expansion of your chest as it pushes against your shoulder blades. And then exhale, bringing your belly button to your spine as best you can, tightening in your belly. And fall into that rhythm of expansion and contraction here. And if thoughts come to mind, which I'm sure they will, that's fine. Gently greet them and send them along the way. And then with practice, you'll have those moments in between thoughts when you're just existing, just being, just breathing on your mat. And that's where we're trying to get to with our breath. It's those in-between moments of just being. Take 3 more breaths here. Feeling that expansion and contraction. On your next inhale, push into the palms, coming up to a tabletop. So wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and maybe wiggle it out. You know, I wiggle a lot just to try to get everything kind of straight, and that's fine. And then once you find where you feel the most stable, actively pushing into the tops of your feet and pushing into all 4 corners of your hand. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, activating that core, pushing into those feet for cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, push. One more time through cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. And exhale, push. On your next inhale, come to a nice gentle spine. coming into spinal balance here. So on an inhale, your left foot is going to come out behind you. Right hand is going to come out in front of you. Try to keep everything nice and in line here, nice straight back leg. Toes are pointed at your mat. Big inhale. Exhale, bring that right elbow into your left knee. Crunch it in. 2 more times. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale out. And exhale. Back to tabletop. Wiggle it out again if you need to. Now we're going to do the other side. So inhale, right foot comes back, toes pointing down, left arm comes out straight. Big inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. 2 more, inhale out. Exhale, crunch. 1 more, inhale out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale out 1 more time. And exhale, coming back into the tabletop. Maybe move your hands forward just a little bit, middle fingers pointing up towards the front of your mat. Tuck your toes, and then just push up to a plank. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Actually, 3 breaths. What's counting? 3, sir. 5, sir. If there's any Monty Python fans. 1 more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale up, downward facing dog. And if this is your first down dog of the day, you might really feel it in the backs of your legs. And you might want to drop 1 knee, get into the deep back of your left leg, and then maybe drop your left knee, getting into the back of your right leg. And maybe alternate that for just a few breaths here. Just warming up. Find some stillness in your downward dog, and then on your next inhale, slowly walk your feet up behind your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. Exhale, hands to prayer. And here, if you would like to set an intention for class today, maybe it's alignment, maybe it's breath work, maybe it's peace, maybe it's just a feeling that you would like to come back to in your practice. Whatever it might be, now is a great time to set that intention. For me, it's going to be just effort today. Just simple intentions. We'll take 3 breaths here in our Tadasana, in our mountain pose. Still working on that same belly to chest up expansion. In every exhale, pushing in your navel back towards your spine, cinching in at the waist. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, come all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, push up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, and we're going to run through that a few times. Inhale, walk your feet up behind your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Or even all the way down if you need to. If chaturanga is too much, you can just come down for a little baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet up behind your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale, come down, chaturanga. Half push up, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, walk your feet up behind your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet up behind your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. This time on an exhale, coming into chair pose. So in your chair pose, make sure you can still see all 10 of your toes, or however many toes you have. Arms are coming up, and like you're just sitting down in a chair, sit kind of low. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale. Plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And then back to a downward facing dog. So from your down dog, inhale, right foot comes up, toes are pointed down at your mat. Exhale, bring that foot all the way through. Rotate your back foot about 45 degrees. Inhale, both arms up. Warrior one. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, left arm comes down your back leg, right arm comes up over by your ear, bicep by your ear, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, plant them around your right foot, step back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot comes up and back. Toes pointing down. Exhale. Bring that foot right in between your hands. Warrior one on this side, so your back right foot is about 45 degree angle. Inhale, both arms up. Big inhale. Exhale, open up to your right, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, step back to a plank. And slowly lower down. Exhale, inhale, upward dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, slowly walk your feet up behind your hands, forward fold. Inhale, Sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, coming into chair pose once again. Exhaling both your hands to prayer this time. You're going to take your left elbow over to the right side of your right knee and then just push into both of your hands for a twisted chair. 3 breaths here. Inhale, both arms come up, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Take your 2 peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, and then just with your belly, your knees bent as much as they need to be, and then try to bring your top half a little bit closer down to your toes for 3 breaths. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, slowly walk your feet up behind your hands, forward fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up over your head. Exhale, down to chair. Hands come to prayer. Twisting to the other side now, so your right elbow to the left side of your left knee, making sure that your knees are nice and even, pushing into those palms, twisting to your left for 3 breaths. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. And if you'd like to take that toe bind, once again, go for it. Big inhale. Exhale, step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes up and back, toes pointing at the ground. 3-legged dog. Exhale, gently step that right foot in between your palms. Back left foot is at 45 degrees. Warrior 1. Big inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Big inhale. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, coming into side angle pose. So if you're feeling like you need a little help, you can just rest your elbow here on your right knee. Arm comes up over, trying to create a nice straight line on your left side. If you want a little bit more, you can just hover that hand right off the mat here for 2 more breaths. Exhale. Plant that left hand, open up to your right for a twisted side angle. Big inhale here. Exhale, come on the knife edge of that left foot, coming into side plank on your left for 3 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, plank, and inhale back to downward facing dog. Feel free to take a vinyasa there if you'd like. And then take a few breaths here in your downward facing dog. Then on an inhale, left foot comes up and back. Toes pointing down at your mat. And exhale, gently step that left foot in between your hands. Back foot comes to 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior 1. Trying to make sure that your left knee is stacked right on top of your left ankle. Big inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Once again, using a prop if you need to on your elbow. Otherwise, hovering that hand, biceps are near your ears, shoulders are relaxed back and down your spine. 3 breaths. On your next exhale, plant your right hand on the inside of your left foot, opening up for a reverse twist. Big inhale. Exhale, coming to the knife edge of your right foot. It's okay to wobble some, side plank for 3 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. Come to plank. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right foot comes up. And then on an exhale, you're going to flip your dog. So you're just going to rotate out to your right, gently step that right foot down, knife edge of your left foot. Inhale that right arm up over your head here. Three breaths, one more breath. Exhale, coming back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale. Right foot in between your left, and then just both arms come straight up for a nice crescent lunge. So back leg is nice and straight, and your front knee is stacked over your front ankle. Big inhale. Exhale. Bend that back foot, push off, and come into a warrior 3. Might need to readjust. If you fall over, that's whoop. If you fall over, that's fine. I just did it like twice. Warrior 3 here. On an exhale, plant your right hand, twisting out open to your right for standing. Oh, wait. No, wait. Standing splits. Sorry, no. Not open to the side. So standing splits here. So you're in your warrior 3. Plant your hands, and then if you can, hover them off your mat, or maybe even grab your ankle. Big inhale. Exhale, plant that back left foot. Oh wait, no, actually. Yeah, that's right. Just step your back foot up to a forward fold here. Big inhale. Exhale, coming into Malasana, your yogi squat. In Malasana, you might want to push against the inside of your left and right knee, pushing into your hands, getting a nice stretch. We'll be here for 3 breaths. One more big inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands. Step back to a downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot comes up and back. Exhale. Plant it right between your hands. Coming in. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Flipping our dog. Oh, coming to the knife edge of your right foot. Left foot comes back around, and then your left arm can come up over by your left ear. 3 breaths. Getting turned around in my flow. Still working there. One more big inhale. And exhale. Coming back into a downward facing dog. Now on an inhale, left foot comes up and back. And exhale. Coming forward into our crescent lunge. Both arms come up. Checking in. Make sure that your hips are nice and square to the front of your mat. Your back leg is as straight as you can get it, and your left knee is stacked on top of your left ankle. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, kick off of that back foot, coming into a warrior three. Big inhale. Exhale, if you can, standing splits. Hands come down to your mat. Even if you need to bend your knee a little bit here, that's fine. Wherever you are in your practice, you're doing great. Maybe smile a little bit. That helps too. One more big inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Right foot meets your left. And then coming back into that yogi squat, Malasana, for 3 breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way through, coming in, opening up to a warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale, relax those shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, straighten that front right knee, bending at your waist forward like you're trying to touch as far forward as you can, and then bringing that right hand down. Maybe it's just to your shin, maybe it's to the mat, and right arm comes up for a triangle pose. 3 breaths here. Inhale, bend that left foot, kick up if you can to a half moon pose. So your toes are going to be facing towards where you're looking, your lifted toes, and then your front toes are pointed to the front. 2 more breaths. You're doing great. Whoop. Fall over if you need to. Big inhale. Exhale as gently as you can. Step back into that warrior two. Great job. Straighten that right leg. Hands on your hips, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. There's a few variations we can do here. We're just going to do a simple forward fold right now. So your toes are going to be you want to point your toes slightly in. Legs are wider than your hips, wider than your shoulders. Big inhale. And exhale, folding down for a wide-legged forward fold. You might can play around where you have your hands. Maybe they're on your ankles. Maybe you're reaching them back in between your legs. Maybe they're just planted right in front of you, or maybe they're hovering. Whatever you feel like doing, do that. And we'll be here for 3 breaths. Inhale, come halfway up, all the way up. Coming into eagle pose. So in an eagle pose, you're going to take your right hand under your put your right elbow crease in, put your left elbow in your right elbow crease. There it is. And then cross your left foot, right leg over. Whew, I need to find my balance today. Right leg twists around your left, and then sitting down like you're sitting in a chair. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Try to lift those elbows, maybe sit a little bit lower. One more big inhale. And exhale, relaxing everything down. Actually, let's get back in that eagle pose. So, I know, you might hate me. I keep telling you all the wrong things. So right arm under your left, and then so big inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. We're going to do 3 of these crunches. So just bending forward, inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. And then exhale, release. There we go. That was worth it, right? Yes. Oh, I knew you would agree. So coming now into mountain pose, Tadasana. Maybe flop it out a little bit, shake it out. Take a few deep breaths. Feeling good. I'm nice and sweaty. I don't know if you can tell. Feel great. 3 breaths here. Big inhale. And exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot comes up and back. Exhale, in between your hands, opening up for warrior 2 on the other side. Big inhale. Exhale those shoulders back and down your spine. On your next inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, coming forward as far as you can. And then dropping that hand either to your leg, your ankle, maybe the mat for a triangle. Opening up to the right. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, bend into both legs, push off the back leg, coming into a half moon pose, opening up to your right. Right toes are pointed where you're looking, and then just give a little prop to your left hand. 3 breaths. On your next exhale, as gently as you can, stepping back, warrior 2. On an inhale, straighten both legs. I'm going to turn around for another wide-legged forward fold. Well, you can do another wide-legged forward fold if that's where you're at. Otherwise, we're going to do just a few star poses. So from here, hands are up big. Big inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Great work. Now we need to do eagle on the other side. So left foot is going to wrap around your right. Left arm is coming underneath. We're going to come to eagle for 3 breaths. Try to lift those elbows up. Keep them nice and straight. Big inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. And exhale, curl it in. Inhale up. And release. Shake it out. Way to go, guys. So, planting your hands, step back to a plank. Hold it on an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale halfway, or inhale upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. We're almost through, guys. About to be in our cool down phase. So inhale, lift that right foot up. And exhale, coming into pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist. Your left leg should be pointed nice and straight behind you. Take a moment to kind of get everything situated and nice and aligned. And then once you have that alignment, maybe coming down to your elbows. And then if it's in your practice, coming all the way down with your head on your mat. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Slowing everything down now. Just a few more breaths. On an inhale, slowly pushing up. So I'm going to attempt mermaid pose here. So if it's not within your practice and you just want to sit up or maybe even lay back down in your pigeon, that's fine. But if you would like to try to get into mermaid, take that left arm and reach back and grab the inside of your left foot. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Or even if you can't do that, and you just need to place your hand on the top part of your back leg, that's cool. If you want to come into full mermaid, try to get that foot into the crease of your left arm, and then maybe reach your right arm up over behind your head and latch onto your left. For 3 breaths here. Merman pop. One more big inhale. Exhale, gently release. Don't just smack your foot down. Gently release that back foot. Tuck your right toes up. And coming into a wild thing. One more time. Rotating over to your right. Exhale. Coming back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes up and back. Exhale, pigeon on your left side, left knee to left wrist, left ankle to right wrist. Your back leg is nice and straight, and then as slow as you please, wherever you are in your practice, folding forward. We'll be here just for a few breaths. Once again, checking in to see if you have any tension built up anywhere. Trying to breathe into those spots of tension, those spots of ickiness. One more big inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, slowly pushing up. Trying to get that mermaid on this side. So, once again, if this is as far as you can go, that's great. Maybe you can grab the inside of your right foot. Maybe that foot can slide in between or in that crease. You can come into mermaid. Or maybe this side is just completely different and you can't do anything with it. That happens to me all the time. It's fine. For 3 breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, release. Planting those hands, coming into wild thing on the other side. Whoop, maybe. Knife edge of your right foot. Left arm is straight in front of you. Big inhale. And exhale. Coming into a seated wide-legged forward fold. I've been trying to work on splits for some time now. I'm not there yet, obviously. I'm still working on it, but it's practice, right? You're just trying to get better. So, nice wide-legged forward fold, however you please. Don't worry if you can't get them quite as wide, or they're not where you want them to be. So a few options here. You can grab onto your toes, your ankles. Maybe if you want to add a side stretch, you can fold one way and then the other. But wherever you are in your practice, just trying to get kind of deep into the back part of your upper legs. Inhale, slowly come up. Both feet coming forward. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around both of those big toes, and then just a nice forward fold. Two more breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, release. Lying down, I'm going to do a couple of bridge poses, or maybe even a wheel pose if that's in your practice. So for bridge pose, your feet should be nice on your mat, up close to your bum. Hands are planted right next to your bum, and then you're just going to push into those feet and raise up off of your mat. If this is as far as you can go in your in this pose, that's fine. If you need a little bit more for your bridge pose, you can clasp your hands and kind of come up onto your shoulders for a few breaths. 3 breaths. And on the next exhale, move your hands out gently, one vertebra at a time, coming back down to your mat. So, if bridge pose is where you're at, you're awesome. You're right where you're supposed to be. If you would like to try a wheel pose, it's a little bit more difficult, but that's fine. So you're going to bring both of your hands up by your ears, fingers pointed at your toes or towards the front of your mat. Then you're just going to push up to the top of your head, right? And then if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Otherwise, push all the way up to wheel, and we'll be here for 3 breaths. Once again, bridge pose is fine here, if that's where you're at. Or you can try wheel. One more big inhale. Exhale, coming down, back down to your head, and then just walking it forward. Coming back down for a nice lie down. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth. It's really important to do, especially if you did wheel. That can be a really intense pose. I'm sweating. Feels great. Hope you're sweating and feel great too. So next we're going to do plow pose, or maybe even legs up the wall. So you're just going to raise both of your feet up like you're trying to touch the ceiling, and just take a few breaths here. If this is too much and you just want to go next to a wall and just put your legs up the wall, that's great too. One more big inhale. Exhale, grabbing the outside of both legs, coming into a happy baby, and gently rocking one side to the other. Maybe even straightening one leg and then straightening the other leg. Wherever you are, just find something that feels good. On your next inhale, bring your right knee into your armpit, and then relax that left leg all the way down. So right knee is in, big inhale. Guide that right knee over to the left for a nice twist. Shoulders are flat on your mat, or as flat as you can get them. I always use a little hand help here to get my left knee down, and then maybe looking over to your right. I know it's tougher to breathe into twists, but especially after a good workout, if you can really focus on those long, filling inhales and those cinching exhales, I promise it'll feel good. It'll feel great. 3 more breaths here. On your next inhale, Bring that right foot up, and then exhale it down to meet your left. You might want to scoot over to part of your mat just to give yourself a little more room. Inhale that left knee into your left armpit, and then exhale, sending that knee over to the right. For a nice twist. And maybe looking back to your left. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Inhale, bring that left knee up, and exhale it down, coming into butterfly pose, so bringing the bottoms of your feet together. Arms can come out nice and floppy. Palms facing up for just a few breaths here in this wonderful, wonderful pose. I love butterfly pose very much. Feels good. 2 more breaths here. Make them count. On your next inhale, straighten out both of those legs, coming into Shavasana, final resting pose. You've earned it. Take a quick catalog of how you're feeling, where maybe you're holding any tension. And like I said at the beginning of class, if anything comes to mind in these meditative, longer poses, then that's great. Gently greet those thoughts and send them along the way. But those moments in between thoughts, where it's just you, it's just your mat, and it's just your breath, those are the moments that we're searching for. Or maybe no, we're not even searching. Those are just the moments that find us in relaxation, in kindness, with our breath, bringing our attention back to those big belly-filling, chest-filling inhales, and cinching in at your belly button on every exhale. Every inhale, inhaling that good positive energy, and then letting everything else melt off in our exhales. Feel free to stay in your Vinyasa in your Shavasana, as long as you please. But if you would like to start to invite some small movements, you can. Otherwise, you just stay there. It's your Shavasana, it's your time to be with yourself and hopefully feel good about the accomplishments that you've made on your mat today. I feel good about it. Feel good about you. But if you would like to start to wiggle your toes and fingertips, maybe extend that to your wrists wrists and ankles. Maybe on your next inhale, sweep both arms up over your head, interlock your fingers, and give yourself a big stretch. Coming over to one side or the other. And then pushing up to a nice seat. I hope that was a wonderful class for all of you guys. I hope the new year treats you with awesome sauce and kindness. And I can't wait to see you back on your mat super soon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Pew, pew, pew. I would do cartwheels, but I think that I would break everything in here. Thanks, guys.